My mama mode is more warm and familiar, probably more direct, and sometimes a little like I don't play with you kind of mode, or language. It's more personal. So I think maybe I use words like baby or bug or like ladybug, like those types of things. Whereas my kids at school is, I don't want to say formal, but it's more like a neutral tone. Um, it's still direct and clear, but less personal. Still encouraging. So like I still would be encouraging like I am to y'all. Um, but yeah, maybe more less complex and like just very clear and neutral with my students at school, and then probably more like personal, like using nicknames and stuff like that, and probably has more emotion sometimes depending on what I'm talking to y'all about, and less professional.
Okay. Uh, Another question that I have to ask is like, how's the whenever you were like like writing essays, like when you was in college, how was language? I should say about that. Like, how was the language of your teachers when you was trying to become a teacher? I should say.
Um, I think they were also in the same as like what I am right now as a teacher, more professional tone, still clear and direct, um, still warm, but firm and direct in regards to like how they instructed a class. Yeah.
Okay. My next question would be like, how's there was there like any books that you read that kind of impact that kind of affected how well was there any books that have affected your language just growing up?
Yes. Well, I don't know growing up,
It's
but
just like any books, kind of just in general.
books that I've read that have affected my language, as a teacher and when I was an assistant principal, for sure. And it's a book that's called Crucial Conversations. It's over there on my bookshelf. And
I seen that book on your bookshelf.
yeah, Crucial Conversations, and it's even impacted like how I talk to y'all too, because it to my to my children too, because it's a book that basically it's very helpful in coaching when I'm coaching other teachers, as admin, because it basically just teaches you how to structure a conversation, and how to control the tone of the conversation to eliminate emotional pieces so that you are structuring the conversation to make sure that you're like motivating the teacher to do whatever it is that you're trying to get them to do. So it's like paying attention to different signs, to making sure that like you are giving them something positive before you lead into something negative, making sure you explain the why of what could be perceived as negative, and linking it back to what's important and like why teachers do the work that they do. So always keeping the important the reason that we are teachers, like keeping that at the forefront. And it teaches you how to share facts and not opinions. So that's always important. So you want to make sure that like when you are having a conversation, it shows you like when you are having a difficult conversation with someone, that you make sure you state the facts, and that keeps the emotion out of it, and that keeps the conversation neutral, and it's it helps when you're wanting someone to see your viewpoint. Yeah, so that I think that is the most impactful book that I've read. It's called Crucial Conversations. I don't know who it's by, but yeah.
Okay. Last. Okay. My last question would be. Last question. What else can I say? My last question would be. So, like, when growing up, when we were playing sports, was there some language in that kind of affected how you talk today, or would it be, so when you grew up play sports or just watching sports, was there a language that you heard in there that would affect how you speak, like how you speak right now, how you speak like any time in your life?
I don't know. I think just being encouraging. I don't think that there's like I think making like with sports for sure, knowing that that's just an opportunity, an easy opportunity for you to like not have a good game and to do what's like kind of perceived as fail. So making sure that language is always like positive word choice and words that you use are always encouraging and looking like words that are going to encourage you and like make you want to look towards the future and not hone or like really stay on has already passed. So just like encouraging words, yeah.
Okay, thank you.